It certainly is, Rob. Good evening, everyone. The traditional photograph before the final. That wonderful first frame of the final underway. And his opponent, who had about 50 minutes or so to get himself ready after that epic
final, will be the adrenaline will be enough to get him back up for this. The final, the World Series Snooker Championship against, well, one of the legends of the game. You know, what a great way to start. Is the cue ball going to pull up for a shot at a bolt colour? Just. He's on the green.
This is the player who made 121 break in his opening match against Stephen, and he's up against the 3 times champion Jimmy White, who's had breaks of 132 and 138. So we could have a terrific final on our hands here.
Yeah, when you mentioned those breaks from both players, I think that proves we've got the right final. Okay, Lee had to come from 3-0 down, but I think he's generally scored very well throughout this tournament. He's looked pretty composed when he's been in. Chance to get a good start here, because that's what Jimmy's managed to do in his last 2 matches, get off to a very fast start, winning the first frame in 1 visit. So if Lee can at least stop that happening, we'll give him a chance.
Drop on 1, so I wonder, is he going to try and create the angle? No, he didn't want to catch the reds. How's your luck? Do you know, it's not bad. He played to swing that white. He has on the pink, just running slightly away from it. Couldn't have played it any better. Big shot coming up now. He'll come round.
Yeah, you must hit full ball on the pink here. Didn't quite get full ball, that's why he's lost the cue ball. It's not. Well, I thought he was going to go into them at pace there. Little screw back just to red and the Ulster black to the same pocket. There's a couple of reds on that. Will clear the red next to it to the middle pocket as well. So it doesn't have to go into them here. The red to the middle here.
But let's see how he feels. He's played for the one that Stephen suggested. And that's cleared the path for the one to the left of the 4 there, but may be available into the right middle pocket as well. But he looks in fine form here.
Control of the cue ball. He's picked off these reds beautifully. Every time he's potted one, it's cleared the path.
Every position of shot has been so precise. Should be okay. Unfortunately, he's pushed a red safe. It's 24 in front, and the blue's too thin a contact to cut in the middle and cannon those reds out. Does he feel he can still do that? No, it looks a bit too thin. Otherwise he'd already have been down and played the blue. Wow, this will be some shot if he can screw up and move the reds. Well, he's the best, or one of the best there's ever been with the rest.
Just let his technique do the work. He's just not missing when he gets in. This black, I'll put him 35 in front with 35 on the table. He's looking at the bulk end. He's looking whether to come in and out of bulk in between green and brown. Side cushion, bulk cushion, as I say, in between green and brown, back up towards the red. He'll probably end up on the red into the right corner pocket here, actually.
Well, I thought he was going to play the shot that you suggested there, but
Jimmy White, 64. Jimmy White, 4.
That was almost a kind of a rookie error.
Frame well and truly over now. Chance for Jimmy just to... He'd like to clear all the colours up here.
Six. Nine. $18.
Doesn't miss many with the rest, does he? That's a wonderful start. It's pulled up just in time. Thought that red was going to go over the pocket, the one he'd sent up the table.
Now, one thing Lee won't do this afternoon to David Lilley, and reeled off 4 frames in a row. So even if he goes 1 or 2-0 behind, he won't panic. That was a
Nine.
Not a great pack of reds to go into here. He's had a look at that one to the left of the blue. He could get stuck in the bunch here if he tries to screw into them. He needs to get plenty of power on this, and he's winding up to do that. Where's that red? Can he get through to the one that's gone over the middle pocket? Doesn't have to play for the brown, he can come back up for the blue. It'll have to be the blue now, because the yellow's blocking the path for the brown.
Yeah, you've seen Lee sort of sarcastically mouth the word shot to himself. Kind of left the cue ball in no man's land here. Shouldn't have had to play something as difficult a pot as this. But it was beautifully played, right in the middle of the pocket. Leave the perfect angle in the blue to go into the pink here.
23.
If anything, he'd favour the right side of the pink as we look. Well, a little bit surprised.
Had the perfect angle there. Okay, he's got a couple of reds up the other end of the table there that he can play on. But it's that little bunch of reds that's going to be crucial, you would think. Yeah, he's got a good angle on the green just to come off the side cushion, back over towards just where his head is, would be perfect.
Because he's going to have to go into the reds at some point if he wants to win the frame at this visit. Poor miss, you have to say.
Well, this will be some pot if he pots this and screws back for the black, but if he misses it, who knows where that red's going. Oh, I didn't even play it, but look, the red's coming. Oh, the green has stopped it. I thought that was a bit adventurous. It looked like good here if he can get it back there. Just a little bit. Can he cut the pink in?
He's trusting to luck a bit with position, but just make sure you pot the pink first of all. Yeah, he cued across that one slightly. Corner to be okay. If he goes up near the brown, he'd have to be spot on. And as long as he yeah, he's just missed that red. And I think he might.
Careful of the cue ball. Keep it well away from that middle pocket past the pink there. I think he can avoid that. Drop on any colour. Great chance to take the frame. Yeah, well away from the middle pocket. Nicely on the blue. Should really be one each.
Seven. Thirteen. Walker 20.
So that he can win. So Jimmy's sending the red up near the black where he needs it, and Lee's sending it right back down the table again. Yeah, I think he can.
One.
I think I'd be tempted to play for the one in the baulk cushion here first, just for the position that Jimmy had on the black. Only because
it's a wonderful shot with the rest, but hasn't got much angle on the black here. Oh, enough angle, but well, how does he get up?
well, I mean, this would be the clearance of all clearances if Jimmy was going to get 5 blacks and all the 5 reds were in the baulk area. No, the first red wasn't, beg your pardon, but What an effort this is. Now you could play for the red next to the yellow, and if he's not on it, he's always got the one in the baulk cushion. And reserve always play for the one in the baulk cushion straight away. He needs the cue ball to run. He needs it to run. That is pretty much, and even if he gets a red-black here and doesn't get position on the last red to pot it, he could play a good snooker.
25.
Oh, this isn't as good a positional shot. May have to take a pink now, which he didn't want to do. But he's still in the frame. Make sure you pot the pink. As I say, take the cue ball up to the baulk end. Chance to lay a good snooker behind the yellow.
This will bring the house down if he pulls this off.
Jimmy White, 31.
On the back of this red here, and he must hit it.
Foul. Lee Walker, 5.
Missed it by a fraction. Penalty snooker to tie. I think he's covered this red. Oh, where's the black going? Lee anxiously goes back to his... Where's World Senior Snooker Championship? He really has every match. Even when he was 3-0 down in the semi-final, he was still looking at his son and friend in the audience and was smiling away at. South Wales, but not just yet. That's a tight pocket, I think. Pat Jennings.
One. Lee Walker, 1.
Yeah, Jimmy stays in his seat.
Foul and a miss. Lee Walker 4.
He just turned this down a minute ago to put Jimmy back in. No. And he took it on thinking the only red he could.
One.
One more loose
9.
red, but with the angle that Jimmy's got on the black here, he may well decide to go into the bunch.
Jimmy
Well,
White,
I
16.
mean, you look kind of silly when you do it, but tell you, it's very easily done.
One. Seven.
Funny enough, John Parrott had a shot with the swan neck when he was in the balls, and it never even reached the ball. It got stuck in the swan neck, believe it or not. He was saying the cue got stuck. I might have to look at the design of the swan neck. He's judged it pretty well. Not easy to control the cue ball when you're playing that type of shot. He's got to get a little bit of power on this if he goes into the bunch. No use playing a gentle cannon. He could stick there. He's played it well. That little bit of extra power made all the difference there. Just missed that red on the left side and out nicely onto the blue.
$23.
Good chance this.
Yeah, the two reds to the right of the pink would be a nice place to play. Just a little gentle cannon. You could play the cannon on the pink itself if he so wishes. Yeah, nicely played. And he's got the frame at his mercy.
$29.
As we said, Jimmy's been on amazing form in this tournament. He's not really been put under any pressure yet, so this is a chance for Lee Walker to do that in this final. Go 2-1 in front.
$36.
Doesn't seem to be any effects from that semi-final he played, where he only had about 45 minutes to get ready for the final. But he still looks in pretty good form. It was a superb comeback from 3-0 down to defeat the defending champion David Lilley on the deciding frame, and he's carried on more or less from where he left off.
Yes, and he needed to keep tight control of the cue ball, and that's exactly what he hasn't done. He's forced to play a little cannon here that could go wrong, and it has done.
Lee Walker, 41.
Jimmy can, well, he's got a pretty straightforward safety shot, but I'm just wondering if he's thinking of having a go at this. He did, but he was a long way off the pot. He felt he could have a go at that and get on the black, but he's been rather far near the pocket with the cue ball. Could have played that better. That white should have been. This could be the key to the frame if you can knock this in. Oh, that was close. Onto the brown and screw back to near enough where it is now. Blue will do. He's played it well. Don't know if there's a gap. Yeah, there was a gap to get through to that red to play the safety shot. But
This would really give Lee huge advantage in this frame if he could get this shot right. Oh, he's looked, thought for a minute he'd fluked the red, but it's a bad cue ball.
One.
Yeah, it was a natural angle for the cue ball to head towards the black. I mean, it's on for the middle pocket, but it's far from easy. How brave is he feeling? Is he going to try and run through for the red that's next to the pink? Looks as if he is. That's how thin it is. Oh, it's there.
9. Yellow. Foul.
Can you believe it?
Jimmy White 9. Lee Walker 4.
First cracks starting to show from the long day he's had here at the Crucible.
1.
Shakes his head and sat in his chair.
Four. Eight.
Able to drop in behind it.
11.
He's got an angle on the black. He may try and move it, and if he doesn't and slips behind the red, he's still got a chance. Just depends how he feels. If he wants to leave a tricky one down the cushion with his left hand, he can do it, or he can try and move it. And that's come. Yeah, I think he's taking it on and screwing back towards the black.
Jimmy White 18.
Well, that'll do.
Foul and a miss. Jimmy White 4.
A lot of players would have had that replaced. Jimmy's seen the opportunity and he's gone for it. And look where the green is. If he can get shot here, this looks good.
8.
Looks very good. Brown and blue still needed.
20.
A lot of support here for the 3 times seniors champion. It's only 1 snooker needed, so he wants to make sure he pots this. And he's missed it.
Jimmy White 20.
What happened there? There's a chance of a snooker. Seemed to be something in his eye line, not sure. This is close. Where he's striking down. Bends it slightly. Another chance to get in behind the black again though. There's thin one on the right hand side. Missed the middle pocket. And back up behind the black. No, he caught it all wrong. Well, that's not the best place to... It's not a bad effort, this. It's not a bad effort if it keeps going. Wow. Just a few more rolls. And if he goes tight in behind the black... Well, in or over, Jimmy. Just roll the pink. No, playing it with pace. But it doesn't matter as long as you knock it in. It's the best of 9 frames, so there will be an interval after this one. Can get on the black. Not quite. Left a tempter along the cushion for...
That was a lovely pot. Not easy, those shots at pace, and he's missed a couple into that pocket along the cushion, but struck that beautifully. First chance again. It's definitely a pattern in this final. And Walker getting in early, not been able to win the frame in one visit.
Don't need to be shouting out while they're on the shot, please. Got an angle on the black to go into the bunch. He's got that loose one. It's more of a stun shot that's required and then he wouldn't stick in the bunch. If he can stun it and hit the end red.
He might be playing a similar shot. Well, he's aiming higher up in the cue ball. I thought he was playing a similar shot than he played. I think it was in the last frame when he missed the first red and screwed through the bunch. Didn't quite get on anything, so he didn't feel it was the right angle. You can see the way that the pack's shaped. If you got the right angle and hit the pink full in the face, the reds should go everywhere.
17.
But he's not got that angle. Yeah, he's a little bit annoyed. He wanted to have more run inside on the cue ball to make sure it went up the table.
Well, I think his best mate and 3 times world champion Mark Williams would have stunned into the pack off the black. Close to the other corner pocket, or hit the black, you would think, with the safety shot he's playing.
Lee Walker, 22. One.
Well, that's very unfortunate. So that's the pink and the blue now out of commission.
Thank you. Lee Walker, 1.
didn't want to catch the jaw, the middle pocket. Is he going to be covered by the pink? Has he got away with it? He holds his hand up. Apologises for that little bit of good fortune as Jimmy looks, but no way through. And the fact that that red's near the right corner gives Jimmy a little bit of a problem here. He had to keep it over that side of the table, but I don't think he's covered it. He needed to be in near the blue. So half chance.
In bunch of reds. Well, has he left anything easy for Jimmy White?
One.
I think the brown's the better one to get him up to the reds.
Rainbow.
And it needs spin, and here it comes. Has he hit it too hard? Oh,
Six.
listen, cannon on the blue might do. That will do very nicely.
Yeah, I suppose the only thing he's got to worry about in pot in the black is where will it be spotted. It looks like its own spot is covered. Pink spot may be covered as well. Wouldn't be the worst result for it to go in the blue spot.
And gets himself onto the black for the same pocket as the red. It'd be some positional shot. Yeah, he's looking at that little gap there between the two reds. This would have to be so precise. I'll tell you what, he's played it beautifully.
14.
Yeah, it's one of the shots of the final so far. Beautiful piece of cue ball control there from Jimmy White. That shot alone will really make him feel good.
$21. $22.
Yeah, straight in the brown is okay, because you can play a direct screw back onto the left cushion with a touch of left hand side to bring the cue ball down the table for a choice of these two reds. Oh, that was a poor strike. That was a poor bit of cue, and that was very...
Jimmy White, 24.
White needs to pull up. It needs to pull up. It needs to pull up, and it hasn't.
Foul.
It's very
Jimmy White,
unfortunate.
4.
What a pot he pulled out there. Got to nothing. He could finish on the green here if he knocks this in. And that was close. And he was on the green perfectly with an angle to get back up to the reds.
Jimmy taking the risk of trying to take reds off the cushion there with that safety, but that was always a danger. Sending another red back up towards the bulk end. He's left this red on for Lee to the right middle, but as you can see, it's fraught with danger. The cue ball's coming down towards the black end of the table, and he'll leave the red to the left corner should he miss it. So this is a big shot, but it's one I feel he has to take.
No, he hasn't got away with.
One.
That green was always there, and as long as he's not straight, and he's not, he can get back up for that red. That's near the left corner pocket. And as long as he leaves an angle on the black, he can play a choice of shots to develop those three reds that are near the.
Five.
Oh, I don't know whether he's left an angle. Is he okay? Just a slight angle, but I don't think he can screw into them now. He'll have to really force this. He's done it, but well, it's moved the two reds. But what a shot he's faced with here.
12.
As he looks round at the scoreboard, he's just 17 in front. But the black only available into the right corner. And that's not much of an angle to get out onto the black. Safety. Quite understandable.
Jimmy White, 12.
Mid-session interval coming up. Yes, he's still smiling.
1.
Well, a nice pot from Lee Walker and a very nice kiss on the brown. I mean, if you play the can on the pink, you're bound to knock this red that's next to it down towards the right corner pocket. I'm not sure if the blue's in the way for trying to get position on the reds on the left side of the table.
Oh, this is unlucky.
Lee Walker, 5.
It's very careless. On visit, it's been much scrappier tonight. A good solid pot on Lee Walker. Obviously, it's not going to be easy at all to win the frame at this visit with the red beside the pink. Oh, Lee, don't miss the black off the spot.
He could pot the black and cannon that red out that's next to the pink, so that's what he's looking for. Similar position. And that's just about perfect.
1.
It looks like it's just a plain ball pot, and he'll automatically cannon the red that's next to the pink. Not quite as intended, but he can get in behind the black here, play a telling safety, maybe get the snooker. It's a bit risky to try and stop behind the pink, because he'd have to make sure that he didn't cannon into that. He's gone up the other end of the table, but he's got a double kiss, but it's finished. See, no.
Foul. Jimmy White, 4.
All went wrong with that attempt. The brown coming to the rescue. I think it is. He needs needs to bend that round the brown. Well, you've got the perfect picture to see the outcome. It's not bad, he'll settle for that. I think he can have a go at this. Not sure if he's going to cannon the yellow though. It's far from easy. Oh, he hit that far too thick. That could be the end of this frame. Just the red.
Yeah, you'd have to say the interval coming at a good time for Lee Walker, I think, because he's lost his way a bit in this match. And he's rubbing his eyes a lot when he's in his chair. Missed black off a spot, missed that long pot by a long way. Maybe he just needs to throw some cold water in his face or something just to freshen himself up. That's frame ball for Jimmy White, and look at this for a positional shot. Loads of screw and right hand side. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, a Judd Trump type shot. Mind you, Jimmy was playing those shots before. Judd was, well, I was going to say born, but he's been around a while.
And this match is sort of dragging out a little bit. I think Jimmy was of the opinion, just had a quick word at the interval, that
yeah, it was excellent from Lee. Didn't really have to do a lot with the cue ball there, but just concentrate on the pot. Position natural. Got a very good cue action, Lee Walker, and it certainly stands up under pressure because it never changes. It's exactly the same every time he gets down. Never seems to rush it. I very rarely see Lee Walker snatch and throw a quick one in.
couple of reds just above the black, available to the same pocket as the pink. Yeah, it just gone slightly wrong there. I think he thought he wasn't going to hit the second red quite as thick. Took the pace out of the cue ball. Close to this black, as you can see, couldn't be much straighter. Obviously the black is practically unmissable. It's just position on the next red could be a little bit trickier than it would have been.
Not quite where he wanted to be there. Ideally just wanted to be a touch higher. He's going to have a little bit of to chance if he goes for anything in the centre of the table, but if he can drop this in the centre, you won't have to do a lot.
Yeah, nice pot. Good crowd here tonight. Only thing was with that shot from Lee, he was frightened to put too much pace into it. That's why he's wrong side of the blue.
That's a fantastic effort there by Lee.
Played that pretty well. Had to be very precise. Straight enough for it to be comfortable. Just needs a couple of good positional shots here to keep this going, and you've got to say this is a very good chance. It'd be a good steal if you could take it.
Yeah, so
it's okay. I thought he may have just played that with a little less weight. The ready's almost touching. In fact, he is touching it. You'd have thought he could have been on that, but he's got this one to the right corner. Delicate little shot, but it looks he can get to the centre of the cue ball, and there's a little gap touching ball, but as long as he fires away from that red, no problem. Delicate little shot here to get position, and this could be the key to the frame, this, if he pots this and gets on the black.
very well played. That was beautifully done. He's kept that ready, nudged into the open as well. He didn't want it going towards the cushion. So they are all there for him, but the pressure is going to mount with each shot.
Yellow and green, depending on what the colours are with these reds. Up for the blue, inch perfect.
And again, you watch Lee's cue action. Despite all this pressure, it will never change.
56.
That's what makes him. He's always been a consistent player on the tour, professional tour. Had a lot of big names he's beaten over the years. He's very good under pressure.
Struggled it in, but then it went, and nicely on the black. So this black, another red and a black, any bit snooker's required. So this black to go 32 points in front with just 27 remaining. Yeah, well played, Lee Walker. Poor safety shot from Jimmy White. Played a thin safety, missed the red on the way up.
72.
Caught them on the way back. It was a good chance, but he's taken them very well. Oh, he's missed the yellow.
Lee Walker, 72.
32 points of difference, so 2 snookers needed.
Yeah, it's a good shot by Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Didn't want to hit it too hard. Hit the blue. Would have obviously been 5 points. It's amazing how an interval can change a match. It's turned into one visit snooker. Well, it was a bit of a dogfight before the interval. Wonderful shot. Right in the heart of the pocket. And that will keep Jimmy in his chair.
Five. Nine. 14. 20.
Well, that was an excellent frame from Lee Walker. Lee Walker to break. Not the best break off, i.e. he didn't get tight to the baulk cushion. Chance here for Jimmy. Straight red into this left corner. Needs good cueing. Felt that if he got close to the pot, the only red he could leave was the one he was playing, and I think it's safe. There may be a thin cut on, but Probably too thin and too risky. Here we see it. It was one of those, as I say. As long as you got close to the pot, you had a bit of control of the cue ball. Lee deciding it was too risky to play to the balk end because of this red adjacent to the right corner, but Jimmy will have no fears of that. Yeah, played it nicely. That's the look of a man with a problem. Very well judged. Good shot. So Jimmy's got to be careful here. Be sending this cue ball towards the far left corner. He'll use the blue, you would think, as the blocker to this red near the right corner. Is there a gap? Well, I think there is. There's always a gap.
Well, very, very difficult to hold the white though. For the black it was. Due to the distance, backspin on the white
They
would
won
have,
the one.
well, wore off by the time it got down to the bottom end of the table. He'd be satisfied with that. He's got himself out of trouble. Now put Jimmy under pressure.
Yeah, and this is a test for Jimmy. Well, he's coming off the side cushion, but his safety hasn't been great in the second half of this. Does he run past the pink? He does, judged to perfection.
And Michaela tab is called touching ball. That'll be good for Lee because he can just play away from it. Quite rightly walking to the top end of the table to have a look. See where he wants to put Jimmy. Deliberately blocking off the left hand side of the pack. That's a good shot. Jimmy may play the same shot again. Surely not. I don't think he can do it again. I think he just drifted that little bit further over this time, the yellow blocking it. So a change of plan this time. 2 cushions.
Foul and a miss. Lee Walker 6.
And this time he did hit the pink, and Lee, no hesitation, asking Michaela to put the balls back.
Okay. Lee. Foul and a miss. Lee Walker 6. One.
Well, that time you could obviously see the white just travelled that little bit further. That's why Lee's gone for that and potted it well. There's a red available at the bottom of the pack. The back spin. And a bit of stun to pull it back down the right hand side of the table. Nice, hit that very cleanly. Very cleanly indeed. Sometimes players
6.
do a combination of a punch and a screw shot at the same time, but he just went all out, bottom of the ball, hit it beautifully.
Seven.
No, they didn't want that. Straight on the black. That is no good. Never play for a straight black unless you need to, of course. That's all you can do.
Pinpoint enough.
One.
That was absolutely excellent. Previous years, I would have said the pockets on these tables have been a little bit bigger than they normally would be, but I've got to say there's been a lot of balls been not going in. So they're not easy, and to play a shot like that, you have to be very accurate.
Just going for his mini extension. There is a red that is available. You can see it would be available to the right corner, round about the pink spot area. I think that's the one he's playing for. Could have done with being a little closer to it, but ball here.
Six.
Well, for a split second he was perfect on the pink, until that red appeared from nowhere. And I think Jimmy's determined to try and score when he can.
Yellow ball.
Well, he thinks he can pot the yellow. And he was right. Now is he going to get into this cluster and flick off him? Oh, was he on the red to the left middle?
8.
Is he on anything? Looking at the body language, I don't think so.
One. Unfortunately for Jimmy, all he can do, but he hasn't got a good cue ball either.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's a disappointment of not being on a red, but an easy return to baulk there. This cue ball should have been tight to the baulk cushion. He's just made things a little easier for his opponent. Tight to the cushion. That was a big shot to take on, but he must have fancied it. I always say if you have a look at different shots and you fancy that pot, I think he's just about okay on this blue. I think he may just be able to drop it in dead weight. He won't want to be trying to come off a cushion. There's a few reds to go to the left corner. Can he drop it in dead weight and hold? It's a touch shot, this. played it perfectly.
6. 7.
Didn't hit that well. That's why he didn't get any run through on the cue ball. He didn't get the top spin he played. Just jabbed it a little bit. So just a little rush there. Maybe you're thinking this is a chance to go 4-2 in front and 1 frame away from the title. Got to stay focused.
Yeah, totally agree. I didn't seem to get a bad contact or anything, but that's why he's missed the black.
Jimmy White 7.
Even worse, he's left a red, I think, in the middle for Lee Walker. Not quite.
It's getting very tense out there, folks.
Misses, the other one does. And at the moment, I can't call who's going to win. Lee would have loved.
Well, is he going to think? This red just above the yellow. It will cut to the right middle. Well, he's not going to play it. That's the problem when you play with pace. You don't know where the balls are going to finish, but it looks like that red stops short of being potable to the right middle. So I would say that's turned out very nicely.
Yeah, good luck with this one, Lee. Ideally, he would have liked to hit the one to the right near the green, but it doesn't look as though there's a path through to keep the white down there. I was even thinking of a possible shot, the red over the middle, hitting it half ball and using the bump in the middle pocket to come back to balk, but might just be a little bit too far down the table to do that.
Well, he couldn't think of anything better. He knew he'd leave a couple of difficult pots on. What makes the pots a little bit easier? Side cushion. He's good with the rest. He's good with the rest. Dear me, I thought he was going to stop there. Just dropped.
1.
So he's looked and he thinks it's the blue, just gonna miss the green. That was the problem. Couldn't miss the green. I'll just assume there's a shot with the rest. Purposely played it into the cushion to go in off the black. Only just. Yeah, the greeny kiss is not this red, so it might tempt you to play the pot. It's a very difficult pot, but what's the alternative? And he's got it! It just shows you hit the green unintentionally. The green just nudged the red. Funny old game. How the balls run sometimes. But
It's a thin contact, so he's got to be careful. Position should come naturally. If he can drop this in, no problem. Yeah, well played. Well played. Excellent shot. Lovely position on the next red.
13.
Yeah, he'd be delighted with that. It was the right shot and played it beautifully.
14.
So now 2-point advantage. The pink will put him 8 points in front. 4 reds, 4 pinks. 28. Get him to 36. 36 points in front with 35 left. He can do it without that awkward red near the black. But it's got to be pinks off these reds. I'm sure he'll look at the scoreboard and be aware of that.
20. 21.
Comms box with Johnny Ball. It was difficult to work out for me that, but you are correct. You can feel the
28.
tension in here. It's a magical evening, it really is.
Oh, that's a bit careless. To overrun like
34.
that. Remember, he's got to get on the pink. If he gets on the blue, only put him 35 points in front, and he'll need that awkward red. He's
35.
played for the blue, he's going to need the awkward red. This is a mistake from Jimmy. Looking at the scoreboard now, it's too late.
Yeah, that face says it all there. It's just dawned on him, hasn't it? He's going to have to just suck it up. Take what he can. Now, will he take the risk here and develop?
Jimmy White, 40.
Well, of course. He's got to pot the red. Seems to be missing a lot after a disappointment. It has happened on a few occasions.
Well, that's a weak shot from Lee. So now, Jimmy, you get a second chance. Put the mistake at your last visit behind you and just concentrate on the shot in front. Well, he just made certain of the red. So it's not over yet. 29 points in front, but there's still 35 remaining.
Well, colour safe for me now if he can, but even putting a colour safe is not that easy. Knowing Jimmy, black into the centre pocket, and that'll do him. Or even pink into the top.
I should think it'd be pink in the middle if you can get past the red. Well, it's in the top, it's in the top. What a pot, what a pot. But 35 points to lead.
7.
35 remaining. Still needs a red.
This looks good for Lee. This looks very good. He might just have an edge sticking out, but that's a very good shot. Jimmy's got to be careful of the off here. Looks
thin if you didn't have to. Oh, he did. And remember, if Lee pots the red, he's got to follow it with a black to be able to tie. Just potting the red, no colour, he'll need 2 snookers.
Well, his head goes down on the table there. You could see he's missed a good opportunity there to get him behind the black. I don't blame him not going for it because it wasn't guaranteed. But that was fantastic from Jimmy White. Just when he needed it. Just when he needed it. Wonderful shot.
Jimmy White 1.
Yeah, you could definitely do with that pink putting in. Now it's given opportunity for Lee Walker to possibly get a snooker as well if you can pot this yellow. This is a good effort. It's a good effort. Well, he's got the snooker. He's 36 in. A good shot. 36 in it, so it is a few snookers. But the way that pink and green are, they are very inviting to get the cue ball behind. And that's the reason Lee's playing on. It is 3 snookers, but they are a big target. If your opponent needs snookers, snooker him back. Well, this is on. Just got to be carefully in off. In off is on in the corner pocket if he hits this wrong. But he hasn't.
2.
Almost certainly looks like 4-2 to Jimmy White now.
Jimmy White 2 and different.
And it is, and it's Jimmy White that gets 1. And Lee Walker has got his work cut out. It'd be interesting to see what he's going to do. Will he continue playing the way he is, or will he attack more?
Yeah, good length with the break off. It's a fine line sometimes, isn't it, between defence and attack. I think you should just treat every shot on merits, really. But Jimmy now should be in a relaxed frame of mind, thinking, well, you know, I can be patient here. I've got the lead. I only need 1 frame, and just play good safety and wait for that 1 chance. And that is a good safety.
Yeah, this will be a good time for Jimmy to remind himself that he's been the best player so far, in my opinion, and a lot of others in the tournament. He's got to get strength from that, because he has. Well, he's been absolutely flying. It's been great to see. for Jimmy White fans. Of course, he's just recently turned 60. It's quite remarkable how well he's actually playing. 60 is the new 40.
Taking this on. Felt the only red he could leave was the one he's playing, and as it turns out, that's the one he has left. Oh, can he just cue past it? But it's not a straightforward drop the red in beyond the black, because the black doesn't go in the left corner. You have to go around the back of the black. He looked as though he could cue past the pink, which makes it a little bit easier, but still work to do with the cue ball. Now he is hampered by the pink. If the pink wasn't there, you'd fancy him strongly to pot this and play for the black in the right corner. It's awkward now.
One. Lee Walker, one.
It's a good line and an excellent length.
And a very good return. And acknowledged by Jimmy as well. Yeah, that was an excellent shot. I think Jimmy can just get to the left-hand side of the blue. He does not want to be going down the right-hand side of the table, so yeah, should be straightforward. As long as he doesn't push one over the corner. And he hasn't done, and the flick on the yellow, he'll take that. That was excellent. That really was a better shot than it looked. He had to get the rattle or pot the red to avoid it coming.
What's he spotted? Well, that gets it back to baulk. Delivered by hand.
Pink is there waiting if he can stay down the right hand side of the table. Top spin I don't think's any good, because it will make the cue ball stick into the corner. So power shot coming up. And power shot it is. He'll settle for that. Hit that very well. Okay, slight brush on the side of the blue, but nevertheless that's where he was trying to be. And once again, they're all in the open for Lee, and we've seen what damage he can do when they're there for him.
Yes, and in a couple of shots' time, you'd expect him to pot the pink, get that back on its
6.
spot. Very good scoring opportunity. He won't be bothered that the black is near the side cushion. He can do it without that.
7.
One, or maybe the one in the left corner he played for. But he's played it well and got a nice angle on the blue, so back in good position.
Nineteen. 20.
And he'll just be obviously trying to make this as simple as possible. Doesn't want the cue ball travelling. The tighter cue ball that you get, the easier it is.
$26.
So 31-point lead. With at least another 20 or 30 to come. Come back down the table if he goes for the pink into the corner. Yeah, that's why he's just slightly overhit it. You know, to make sure he was high there. That just caught him out a touch. It's looking like the blue. Right hand side, a little bit of check side to get the white down the centre of the table. Don't take your eyes off the blue. There's the side. Has he got the pace? Has he got the pace? Has he got the pace? Not sure.
39.
Well, I'm just looking and it's very tight. He's getting the rest out, so I assume he can get through to the red. Only just. Worst possible
40.
kiss on the blue. Quick glance at the scoreboard tells him he's 45 points in front. This frame a long way from over. And if he pots the blue, he's only doing it for the extra 5 points. He probably may even think about putting the blue safe here and trying to get in behind the yellow.
Lee Walker, 40.
Is it there? Well, not for the first time. Missed it on the way up. Caught it on the way back. Could say he knows the game backwards.
One.
Well, he's very glad now he didn't get that blue on the cushion. Because it's there if he wants it, but just looking at where he wants to be, it might not help him where it is, so he might take the yellow instead. No, he's caught the brown. I think just cueing over the top of the blue there is just, there was a bit of wobble in his body, couldn't quite keep steady. He just went a little lower on the cue ball. That's what's caused the angle to change and go into the brown. So 48 in front, so he doesn't really want to be moving many reds off cushions here. Unless he gets this one back on the cushion, Jimmy will just remove the other one.
Lee Walker 3.
It's a good white. It's a very good white. He's blocked that red that was in the open. Very good shot. But Jimmy will just nudge this one in the open. That's why he needed that other one to go back on the cushion.
That was a very bad misjudgment from Lee. I mean, I saw he was playing it. I thought, gee, he'll have to catch this mighty fine to miss the pink. I assumed he was aware of that. He's left Jimmy a nice easy starter, but the problem is in potting this red. He can't avoid a kiss on the second red, so not guaranteed position. Just play this with a bit of pace and hope for the best.
One.
Well, with a bit more pace than that.
Jimmy White 1.
Well, that was brave, but Jimmy obviously fancied it. I don't blame him for going for it. This is a tester for Lee, playing off the cushion. Excellent cueing there.
1.
So it's a case of this pink and one more red. And we'll be at the snookers required. And the thing that I've noticed particularly since Lee is getting these opportunities, so Jimmy needs to tighten up the safety.
8.
And that pink going in means that Jimmy will not be getting out of his seat again to play a shot in this frame.
14.
Doesn't matter about that. Jimmy will stay in his seat. He's thinking of coming out. Let me have a look.
Conceded.
Oh, I thought so. He was
Sense that Jimmy wants an open table. He'll be craving for an opportunity to get in and try and finish it. But he's going to have to not get too frustrated and try and push the boat out, which we've seen in some of his games during this tournament. But he has been excellent, and again he's got to remind himself how well he's been playing. This is an excellent chance again for Lee Walker.
Now, I'm not saying it's a certainty, but it should have been more difficult than this.
One.
So first chance, Lee Walker.
And I can't really think of many easy balls, certainly, that Lee's made. He's been excellent in that department. It's only lack of positional play that's maybe cost him. Generally, when the balls have been there for him, he's been getting them. And he's not giving up, believe me. We've seen it against David Lilley. And as John said, we've seen it against Ken Doherty as well.
8.
Strong character. And extremely good discipline. And that was
9.
fantastic. There was not a lot of pocket showing at all there, and he potted it with pace very confidently.
Easier than this. Well, he's now looking at the middle. Either way, he was looking for something easier.
Seventeen.
Just working out obviously where he needs to be. At some point, as you can see, them reds will need splitting open. There's going to be 2 or 3 shots time, the crucial part of this break. So, does he do it after this shot, or does he wait? Either way, he needs an angle on the black, because obviously if he's going into the reds or the pink in this occasion, he's just eyed up where he needs to be on the pink, and it's not a bad choice, to be honest. It's a good pack to go into from the side. Well, he won't be doing it from there. He's under hit that. So he's got no choice really but to play for the remaining red and get an angle from there, and it may be an angle off a balk colour off it.
27.
That's what he's done. He's trying to get an angle. Oh, it's just creeping a little bit straight. I think he's okay. Now he can come off 2 cushions or direct. If he'd have run on a little bit more, it would have been 2 cushions, but I think he's just got enough angle. He wants to hit that top red as full as he possibly can with plenty of pace.
I like you there, thought he may
32.
try and come round off 2 cushions. That's straight on the blue. It's hard to generate the pace in the cue ball going straight into them, and it was lack of pace that didn't open the reds as he would like. Obviously he should have hit that red a little bit fuller. Anyway, can't see anything that's going to keep this break going, so just the safety. Decided not to go up to the balk end for fear of leaving a pot on for Jimmy. It just
I think all he can really do here is just gently drop into the pack of reds.
From the moment he sent that red into the balk end, this was always going to be the end product. Tip tapping at this end. I suppose in a way, if you Jimmy, you're 32 points behind. At least when this has come to a conclusion, the red should be nicely spread. So a chance would be a good one. But if Lee gets the next opportunity, you feel we're heading for a decider. To Lee, then it's going to the middle. It's going to the middle. It's in. Needs to slow this side of the baulk line. It has. Does the green pass the red? Must do. He's lining it up.
That was an excellent shot of the final for me, that. Very brave to go for it.
So this is the opportunity he was looking for. Came to the table 32 points behind. It's a good chance.
Five.
Not the best angle on the pink. I'm not certain where or what red at this end of the table will be available after potting the pink. So may have to go up to the balk end. There's 3 reds up there he could play on.
Black one.
I can only assume he's playing for the reds in the balk end. Better angle on the black than the pink. Oh, but he's missed it.
Jimmy
Now
White, 5.
I can
Normal. I've seen them drop before.
One.
played it nicely. Always knew, of course, he'd be on the black. This is a key shot now. It's never easy to judge. When the object ball's in the jaws of the pocket, how the cue ball will come out of it. But if this goes right, what a chance to get to 4-0. Well, that is just top draw. Superb shot.
8.
Totally agree. Absolutely brilliant shot. Extremely difficult to get out of a corner because of the jaws of the pocket, and the only way to do it is hit it full in the face with backspin, and he's played that to perfection. The left hand of these three reds in the centre look as though it goes into the same pocket as the pink he's going to be taking. Or even the black, his choice is him.
But in it went. What? Potting there.
17.
They're not going in quite in the middle of the pocket at the moment, but and potting that red has made those two reds in the middle of the table available to the left corner. .44 points to lead. So still looking for two reds. Two high value colours would get into snookers required.
That was a lovely shot.
24.
Played it with run inside, top right hand side, just to zip the white off the two cushions and take it round. Just got to be careful here. Yeah, well done. He's avoided
25.
the other red there. He could have quite easily cannoned into that other one. Ooh, nearly covered it when it tells you he's potting balls. I think this is when Lee Walker plays at his best. Can be a player on the tour that sometimes plays a little bit too slow, but that will be enough. There's only 51 on the table already. Jimmy's 60 behind. We're going into a decider.
$35. 36.
Been a fantastic occasion tonight. The crowd,
41.
many people in. It's great to see this wonderful arena.
$42.
In pure entertainment.
So, we're going all the way.
46. $47.
Every credit to Lee Walker. Never knows when he's beat. As we were saying, he was 2-0 down to Ken Doherty. 3-0 down to defending champion in the semi-final. But I'm sure some of Mark's experience, quality
54.
has wore off on him.
$57.
Deciding frame. To me, always a toss of a coin. Who's going to get the best chance?
61.
And whoever gets it, what will they do with it?
$66.
Punishing Jimmy's mistakes now.
72.
So, shake of the hand. It's going to be Jimmy White to break. Here we go.
Thank you. The final frame, Jimmy White to break.
Yes, Jimmy gets the deciding frame underway, and some dramatic and excitement moments Jimmy has supplied in this wonderful Crucible theatre. 6 world finals, made a maximum 147. In this moment in time, this frame will seem just as important. A chance to get his hands on that trophy and be the Ways World Seniors champion. But Lee Walker, you can bet, will have a lot to say about that. Just to contain his question. The answer is Lee Walker.
Yeah, last frame deciders. It almost seems like double points when you get a decent lead in them. 20 or 30, 40 points in front. It's a very good lead, they always say, in the decider. Just got bottom of the ball here, just to pull it underneath the black. That's what he's done, he's played it nicely.
1.
Obviously every shot he plays the pressure's going to build and build, but an enormous amount of work to do.
6.
So it shouldn't be too bad him pressure wise at the moment. If the balls were everywhere, sometimes hits you square in the face, the pressure, but this is where the concentration of a snooker
7.
player is very important. Stay focused. Try not to think about trophies and tournaments. Just concentrate on the moment. This will be something that Lee will have worked on and when he coaches people, particularly Mark Williams, and helping them. These are some of the things that they will use to get over the line. Do not get ahead of yourself.
There's Jimmy. He led 3-1, 4-2, and now he's sat there wondering, will he get another shot, another chance?
Well, he couldn't have hit them any better. And as you can see,
20.
one of the reds has just squeezed out from the bottom. Loads of top spin, and the white will have almost arced into the pack. So they are there for him now. Just got a little bit of working out to do here. Ideally that's where he wants to be. He may even play a little cannon to get him into that position, but needs to look at finding which is the key red to get it out the way to make things easier. Well played.
29.
The tension in here is unbelievable. You could hear a pin drop. Lee Walker's heart will be racing. You just got to keep it together. Now let's see if he can get into that area, should he chooses, down the bottom of the table that he was looking at a moment ago. May even go into them. How's your look? Very good and very deserved. Took a chance there, Lee. Played it exceptionally well.
31.
This title is up for grabs.
The cushion, but it's those 5 reds in the middle of the table are going to be key. Well, he managed to just squeeze it out. Now this is the big shot. He either needs a very precise positional shot or a little cannon, and if it goes right, He's got frame and match at his mercy. Decided that the easiest way to get on one of the reds was for the middle pocket, and when he pots this red, he will clear the way for one into the left corner, give a clear path to one in the right corner, building it up. He knows that these are the moments that matter. Ooh, and he's just under-hit it. He's under-hit it. Okay, the red to the left of the pink will go. We're talking about, well, this will be the biggest night of his snooker.
So this is a huge shot coming up. He's going to have to hit this extremely well, and he might just push through for the black off it.
53.
Or he could hit it with bottom. Let's see which way he's going to go. Once again, puff of the cheeks. Looks as though he's going to pull this back possibly. Superb shot.
54.
Solid as a rock. Could have done with a little bit more pace on the cue ball coming back. But who can blame him not getting through the ball correctly in a situation like this? Superb pop under the conditions. He's got to guide the cue ball in and out of balk here. And he has done. That puts him 59 in front.
In the World Seniors Champion. Looks good for it now. Looks good for it now. Black. One more red. And it'll be a couple of snookers required. And Jimmy will be very disappointed. But he will give credit to Lee. This has been an exceptional performance to come back in quite a few matches, but to do it in the final, every credit. And once he rolls this red in, there's his son, absolutely delighted, as well you should, and be very proud of your dad. Roll this red in, and then he can relax and enjoy the moment. Yeah, what a lovely smile. All the hard work, all the years of playing. You dream of moments like this. And that will keep Jimmy White in his seat. Lee, this, I think, since the mid-session interval, Lee has been the better player, pure and simple. He's played better safety, he's scored better.
76.
And wouldn't it be nice if you could round it all off with a century? Well, he didn't even bother trying to play position. I think he just wants get this over with and shake hands, and the relief will be obvious. Well, it's not there, but Jimmy will get out of his seat and say, very well played, Lee Walker, which Jimmy would do. Always the sportsman, but you've got to be pleased for Lee and his family. Yes!